in descriptive writing we have one of the things called as show versus tell. So we had to make them understand that rather than writing telling statements, they had to change it into showing statements where a person can imagine whatever they are reading. So in descriptive writing what happens is when someone is reading it, they should be able to use all their senses and they should be able to imagine it.
Now you have to experience all the things that you hear, listen to. What are the 5 senses? That you use?
Taste, hear, feel, see, and listen.
Listen. So you're gonna do all that while we are making popcorn. You try to use all your senses. Can you hear a sizzle?
Yes.
Bubbling, yes. Bubbling you can say. Sizzling also. Can you see the oil coming up because of the crackling?
Wow.
It's crispy. I mean crunchy.
Crunchy.
It's hot, warm.
Yes, it is hot and warm. What is the color of the popcorn?
Yellow.
Does it smell buttery?
Yes. Yes.
Now you can try it.
After that was we had one of the things where we had to explain it to them, the popcorn making process. We were actually they were supposed to be a part of the process where they were there with me, and then we made the popcorn and they actually got to explore all the 5 senses. While we were making the popcorn, they were able to see all the sight words. They were able to come up and they were able to hear the voice that was coming out of the popcorn, the pressure cooker, and then they were able to, in the end, they were able to taste it also.
So we tried to help the student to engage their 5 senses and try to inculcate all the 5 senses while they are writing a certain topic. So in that whole process, there was a very memorable experience that we did. We tried to make the student experience the feeling of how a popcorn is being made. And lastly, in that process, we asked the student to write about the whole detailed experience that they had with the popcorn making process. And what was quite amusing and astonishing for me was the students were coming out with so many good ideas that we as a teacher were not even expecting.
Crunchy, salty, buttery, and spicy.
When it was getting ready, there were 3 sounds. When the corns were falling in the cooker, then when the gas was on and the butter was getting melting, and third was when they were popping.
When I touched, the outer layer was a little bit soft and middle part was crunchy, it was salty, it was spicy. It contained Maggi masala and it is hard and crunchy.
The third important aspect that we tried to in the class was it was a very different kind of experience. I and Shivani ma'am went to the class with a brass lamp, and that was filled with incense sticks, and we burned the incense sticks and we just moved into the classroom, and the whole classroom aroma was changed, and it was a kind of spirituality and divinity in the whole classroom situation.
In Ganga Puja, we saw a video all about the Ganga Puja, which made it feel realistic, so that it was easier to write an essay. In it, there were some pandits and Brahmins holding the flame and doing puja for the Ganga. After that, the prasad was distributed. It was just amazing. The dhoop made us feel very realistic. Then we had to write our essay using the sensory words that we got from the ma'am.
This helped me write my essay longer and more descriptively.
So while they were doing it, they were able to come up with a lot of sensory words and they were able to explore it. And I think after that session, they got to know what actually descriptive writing is. So the challenges that we faced in the starting, those were turned into achievements once they did it themselves and they were able to explore the descriptive writing process.
So overall, the descriptive writing process was a bang-on process. Students really enjoyed it, and as a teacher, we also enjoyed teaching this thing to the student.